Hello, Goddess of Fire here. I was just trying to clean my house, normal Sunday activities, and unfortunately, Spirit had a different idea of what should be going on right now. So here I am filming. All right, disclaimer, obviously, this is going to be a general reading, so if the shoe fits, wear it. If not, this isn't a Cinderella story where you should be trying to cut off toes, shave off heels to make it fit. It's not going to be for everyone. So think of it like a buffet, excuse me, and take what you want and leave what you don't. Let's have a fire conversation. Hot topics. First thing this morning, I actually saw a blue jay. I heard him first, actually, because he was screaming like a blue jay. And, after looking it up, I found out that they represent communication, truth, endurance, loyalty, and patience. Also clarity and vision. The Sioux Nation believed a sky-colored jay facing the sky means double clarity or double vision. It also represents a higher level of thinking, and a pure soul, a truthful heart, and a clear thought. So, excuse me, that leads me into the next hot topic, throat chakra and heart activations. I have been experiencing both today. I don't know if it's just for me personally or if this is me picking up on collective energy, which happens all the time. But I felt like this angsty, anxious energy a little bit, and then it felt like there was a lot of activity happening here. So just be aware, you might feel like you have a tickle in your throat and no other symptoms, or you might be feeling a little bit more anxious, a little bit more on edge than usual, but that's nothing to be concerned about. Just try and do some breath work, meditation, anything that's really calming or soothing to you. Singing is going to be a good thing. So even if you're a terrible singer, trying to sing is going to help to move that stagnant energy that's within the heart and within the throat to kind of push up and out. I had mentioned in previous reading, or this is just a thought process that's happening right now, that there's a lot of healing that's going on, and that's that scraping the bottom of the barrel. Think like when you're baking a cake and you take your spatula to get the last of it to make sure you get it all. That's essentially what's happening on a spiritual level. So just being aware of that, you can offer yourself a little bit more kindness and understanding, and offer that to other people too. This week has a lot going on. Mercury goes retrograde on the 14th, so be aware of that. Computer glitches, communication going awry, things like that. It isn't set to go station direct again. Excuse me, background noise you might hear. It's not supposed to go direct again until November 3rd. So a lot of times it's a karmic cleanup too. It helps you to bring attention to things that you're not readily realizing or addressing. So just be aware of that. If you feel like you are almost backtracking a little bit, that's to be expected. Think about an arrow. You got to pull it back in order for it to get the tension that it needs to fly forward and make its mark. There's also a new moon in Libra on the 16th. So being aware of that, a new cycle, a new opportunity to bring forth some manifestations. I'm actually probably going to do a separate reading on Mercury going retrograde and then the new moon, and maybe even like a simple new moon ritual that you can do. Yeah. And then I have had this Fleetwood Mac song, Don't Stop, stuck in my head like all day. and it's almost been annoying, and it's just the same portion over and over. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Yeah, that was pretty terrible, but just maybe listen to that song. You might have a deeper connection to it, or, you know, just listening to it might help ease something within you. I don't know. That's for someone specifically, or for me, or for the collective. I don't know, but I'm sharing because sharing is caring. Enough of that. Let's get started. I'm going to start off with some Oracle guidance cards first. The first deck I'm using is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, and it's by Kyle Gray. It's one of my personal favorites. I already did pre-shuffles on all my decks before I got on camera, so we'll just see what comes out. Okay, so that's too many, but damn it, they're gonna make me take it. Okay, so these three came out together. Spring, see your seeds grow. Snake, shed old skin. And then Oracle, wait for important information. I'm shaky because I'm like vibed up, so excuse that. I could also be hungry, I don't know. So these are actually three cards I have not drawn before, or not familiar with, actually. I've had this deck for a little while, and I don't know, it doesn't matter how long you have a deck, you are always getting to know it. Message: embrace the change that is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become reality. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential. Animals are coming out of hibernation, flowers are pushing up through the soil, and the days are getting lighter and brighter. The spring card features a wild hare because in Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, and so their medicine can bring dreams to life. You are ready to bring to life all of your ideas, inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you are moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth, and if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. When the spring card, that next part's not important. Snake. Cast off the old, reveal your true colors, talents, and gifts to the world. In many spiritual traditions, the snake offers powerful medicine. In tantric teachings, it symbolizes the kundalini, which is the powerful serpentine energy within that allows you to reach your highest spiritual potential. When the sacred one saw a snake in nature, or encountered one in a dream, they knew that there was transformation in the air. For me, the snake card not only represents the shedding of old skin, but moving beyond the limitations caused by carrying the venom of negative thoughts about others or the past. See, that's that clearing energy. Whew. The energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized, or you've been misread by others, know this energy is now leaving you. As you've been working through your old stories and all the self-limiting beliefs that you've accumulated along the way, you've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all of the work that you've been doing within. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. This is a time for renewal, abundance, and connection. Let yourself be reborn and celebrated. Holy shit, these are awesome. Also, I should have said this in the beginning too. I swear, my throat chakra is ready and willing to come forward. So, move on to Oracle. I'm actually pretty excited to see what this one actually is. Be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. The oracle is the truth speaker and insight bringer of this deck. That's that throat chakra. The ancestor who will be your best outspoken girlfriend, someone who will tell you exactly what you need to hear to move forward. In this deck, I guess maybe that's me. She is reminiscent of the Oracle of Delphi, a psychic priestess of ancient Greece who is able to receive information and make predictions. She holds a bowl that has sacred smoke rising out of it, bringing the message to look beyond all that you see and gather information in order to make an accurate evaluation of your current situation. Angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for the important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. You are being guided to wait for more information before making any fast moves, because at this moment you are letting your wants get in the way of your needs. That's like the last reading when I said it was talking about divine timing. We want when we want it, but the universe, spirit, everything has a completely different plan, which can be frustrating. There is an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time. See that clarity with the blue jay. But you will only be able to do so if you are willing to truly open your eyes. If you have been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands, but let what needs to be revealed be revealed. Then you'll know what to do next. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. Well, slap my ass and call me Sally. That's pretty... No wonder all three of these came out. Wowzers. You can't really see them, but it's fine. Okay, I'm going to do one more from the Halloween Oracle deck. Okay. These are jumpy motherfuckers. Wow. And two more came out. Skull of Darkness, Blind Spots, and Invisibility. Authenticity is the message. These are going to be good. I can already tell. Let's look at the Skull of Darkness first, and then when we get through these, we'll pull some tarot. The beautiful and mysterious Skull of Darkness encourages us to look to the part of ourselves that normally remains hidden or unseen as possible. We may not appreciate or like certain aspects of ourselves, and yet sometimes our greatest treasures lie within these areas. It's that healing, things coming up, revealing yourself. How many times have you heard famous artists or people extremely successful in their fields being bullied for being so different? Yet it is their very differences from others that make them so powerful. Additionally, all of us at some stage of life have certain blind spots that may cause us grief and trouble. Although we cannot see the issue clearly, it is the repeated patterns of pain that may alert us to them. Symptoms, if you will. For example, the same things keep happening over and over again. We may be betrayed repeatedly, fail at something repeatedly, not complete tasks continually. Peace and pattern breaking can be achieved by doing the work and uncovering our blind spot, or even consulting trusted close friends or professionals to assist us to see what we cannot. So that's just reaching out to your tribe. Having your people help you be the best version of you and trusting in it. People have a really hard time being themselves because our whole lives we've been trained that uniqueness is not okay. We should match the herd, color inside the lines instead of outside of them. And I've just always struggled with that because I do what I want. And now is the time for you to start doing what you want and trusting that you know what's best for you, because no one else does but you. Okay, invisibility, authenticity. You know that feeling you sometimes have that someone is watching you? You cannot see them, yet you have a distinct feeling that someone is there. It's your spirit guides. All the hairs are up on the back of your neck. You think you see something in the corner of your eye, but when you turn, there is nothing to be seen but empty air. Oh, they're there. This is the power of invisibility, the indirect fear and the covert threat of having to fight something that we cannot see. You're fighting your higher self, is what I just heard. Humans have a strong visual sense, so it is no wonder that we are uneasy about things we cannot see. The ancients believed that all manner of creatures, mythical and physical, and of course the deities, could make themselves invisible at will. When we consider that some animals are camouflaged so well by their coats or behavior that sometimes even if we are looking straight at them, they're hard to see within their environment. That invisibility isn't such a far-fetched concept. In many cultures, the idea of beings who could watch us undetected were and still are common. Jinns, angels, nature spirits, the fae, and even practitioners of magic such as witches are said to have the power to appear and disappear at will. Later in literature and then in movies, invisibility becomes a common power, and we now have fictional superheroes that are invisible and even cloaks of invisibility. The concept of invisibility is a double-edged sword. Whilst it is a powerful tool to be able to gain information or to assist whilst no one sees, individuals using it are privy to information that may not be meant for them, and it may be taken out of context or unethically. It is a power of manipulation and easily abused. The idea of hiding away and not being seen is also a big part of the dark side of this concept. We are all born to shine our own light out into the world and take our roles. Hiding our talents, not expressing our true selves, stealing others' ideas or work, and being someone else rather than your authentic self are all aspects to consider should this card appear in your reading. So, wow. They came in hot with the information. Take a minute to digest that before we go into the tarot. Stop hiding who you are. You're supposed to be you because the world needs someone just like you. When we all act the same, do the same things, wear the same things, speak the same way, there's a loss of culture. There's a loss of differentiality, individuality, and the world really needs a lot more of that right now. So now let's see what the tarot cards have to say. So this is just kind of the energy for the week. Are we going to take those? Yes. Yes, we are. Wow. Okay. So strength comes up, major arcana. This is you keeping the chaos, the storms at bay. You taking yourself seriously. You've tamed your ego. That's that representation of the lion. And you are starting to claim your power. That is magnificent. You have your own magic, and you're protected. There's a black cat right here. It's protection, spirit guides. And then we have the Page of Wands. You're about to embark on a new journey of that's creatively driven. This is you creating something, whether it's you creating a business, it's you creating blog or something. This is creation, and you're at the beginning stages of it. There's a sense of it's a page, so this is new. This is a very novice energy. We have another page down here, and I'll get to that in a second. But there's a sense of nervousness because it's the fear of the unknown. You don't know what lies ahead. But it's good things. This is a Page of Cups. I think the Page of Wands came up in my last reading too. That's interesting. So that's a double vision. That's a double clarity. When they give this to us twice, they mean business. Okay, back to the Page of Cups. I said this was you embarking on something that's creative. You're creating something that you're passionate about, something that makes you feel childlike. You see, showing me here the cloak, the cape over here, the witch's broom, and the hat, all cast aside. Your invisibility cloak has been removed, and you are showing your truest self, your true creative self. This is you following heart. Cups is about emotion. This is you following your heart. How interesting. And then the Ace of Cups. Again, this is you creating something that you love. Yeah. And it's an overflowing cup. So this is going to overly excite you. This is going to create abundance. It's so much so that it's spilling over. This is something that's brewing as I'm looking at the cauldron. It's in the works. And you see that she's got this like halo of magic above her. It's because it's still in the ethers waiting to come down to ground. Okay, you saw that jump out. The Six of Swords. Forward movement. And it's so interesting because you've got the fall leaves circling around. The full moon, we just had that. Coming up on a new moon. And you're being guided by two other people. It's like a thief in the night. You're taking what you want. It's so interesting. You've been shielded by your darkness, and now it's time to come to light. You're moving from a period of darkness into light. Okay. And then we have the High Priestess and the Empress. Wow, this is such beautiful energy. High Priestess is you being in touch with your higher self, knowing that the magic dwells within you, knowing that you have the power to create whatever you want. This is you being in touch with your intuition. You see she's got the tarot cards, the crystal ball, she's scrying. She's got the runes here. She's got all these books, all this knowledge, this spiritual knowledge that's behind her. That's you. Embracing that. Embracing your intuition. Learning to trust it. And then the Empress. This is actually kind of amazing because the High Priestess is 2 and the Empress is 3. So this is a leveling up. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm in touch with it. Now I'm embodying it. I'm living in my truth. And I'm just sitting pretty in all the things that I can create. Super protected. This is all about divine feminine energy. We all have divine feminine and divine masculine traits. So this is all about that creativity. She's pregnant. Pregnancy is creation. She's surrounded by a fruitful tree. Something's coming. Harvest time. The Knight of Wands, and it's coming quick. The Knight of Wands. There's movement. There's action being taken. There's no fear. There's a dragon blowing flames in the background, and this guy's just like, that's cool, we're cool. The cat's relaxed. He knows he's got his own magic. He can fight anything off. Interesting. Let's see what else wants to come out. Oh, a new snook. Page of Pentacles. Pentacles. This is the 3rd page. Yeah, there's definitely, and there's definitely, you're embarking on something new for sure. This is definitely a journey. And this is going to manifest in the physical. This is you planning it. This is the infancy stages of creating a plan. Whatever that is, however that looks for you, keep going. Map it out, and you'll find your way. Now it's the time to be decisive. Choose your path. Let's see what else wants to come out. Okay, these are jumpy. Chill out. Flipped. That's flipped. Jumpy as fuck. Oh my god. So much wants to come out. 4 of Pentacles. That's fear. Moving out of fear, moving out of self-restrictions. You keep yourself closed off. This is that heart chakra. That's why heart chakra activations are happening. You receive abundance when your heart is open. See, sitting on a trunk, all of his beauty, his treasures, his love, his kindness is all locked away. He doesn't want to share it because he doesn't want to lose it. But the way the universe works is it's energy. Everything is an exchange. Money is energy. Time is energy. Open up. That's how the light gets in. That's how the abundance comes through. You're safe. You're protected. There's a black cat in this one too. That's protection. That's ancestral protection. It's necessary. Justice. We had justice come up, I believe, in the last reading too. Libra season is going to be very balancing karmically. There's no reason for fear. There's literally no reason for it. You're starting to see it. You see how her eye is starting to become uncovered? You're starting to see it. You've been blind to it. Blind to what's actually happening, things coming to fruition. There's so many major arcanas here. 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. Stability. Karma is good and bad. So if you do good, if you're doing the work, you're making things happen emotionally, mentally, clearing things, you're about to receive. 2 of Swords. You have a choice. This is you being direct with choices. She hit the center of the target. You don't have to see it to believe in it, right? That's how people, believe in God. They don't see God. They don't see spirit, but they believe in it. You have to believe that you have the power to make the mark. You can. Okay, 2 just flipped. Give me a second here. Yep, and there's a progression here. 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands came out. That's you at a crossroads trying to figure out what direction to go. And then you figure out what direction you're going by the time you get to the 3. You're conjuring. You're making moves, making magic, creating manifestations. And you're confident. Look at that confidence. This is unsure, this is confident. I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing. There's no coincidence why these both came out together. None. This looks like it's dawn. The dawning of a new day. Rebirth. Newness. Please. Oh, 3 came out. I knew that Fool was going to come out. I saw her. Yeah. The Fool. I just said newness, new beginnings. This is a fresh start, 0. This is a 0 plane. This is a clean slate. This is the beginning. This is, you know, she's throwing all caution to the wind. She is about to walk off this cliff, and it's okay because she's got her broom. She's got her faith in that broom, that it's going to carry her wherever she needs to go. It's powerful. That's victorious. She looks so free and happy. That's you. You're moving out of this 5 of Cups. This came up in the last. You're moving out of the energy of feeling like a loser, like you failed. Look, it looks like she threw a party and nobody showed up. But you want to know what? It's a party for one. It's about you discovering that even though things spill over and don't work out, there's always something else to take its place. There's more cups. There's more. You're moving away from this sad energy of feeling sorry for yourself. Because as soon as you stand up, you can slosh a brand new cup of wine. You've got everything you need behind you. It's a feast. 8 of Wands, there's a lot of moving pieces right now. I think that came up in the last reading too. I can't remember. But this is also, 8 of Wands is about communication. Maybe with Mercury going into retrograde, there might be a storm of miscommunications, and that's okay. Just try your best. Try your best to keep everything in line. And she looks like she's concerned, but she knows that she can keep it together. Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I think this is our closer. This is the fastest energy in the entire deck. Nine of Swords. Things are coming. Look at that determined look on his face. And that sword, that's his sword of truth. There's been a lot of truth. And you know that your ancestors have your back, your guides, everybody is behind you. You haven't anything to fear. Charge forward. Take control. Because you got this. And the universe is on your side. It's communication too, swift communication. Things coming to light. Some powerful stuff, y'all. Some powerful stuff. What about, man, such a fire conversation. Some helpful crystals during this time. Rose quartz for that heart chakra. This is actually kind of shaped like her. I love it. And then lapis lazuli for that throat. Express yourself. Be yourself. Honor yourself. Love yourself. That's what we're supposed to do. That's why we're put on this earth. All right. Stay fired up.